Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
But that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Sanders again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. 3rd down and goal now. And this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Hubbard. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And this time he is in. Yes. Chuba Hubbard punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
60.
Singletary to get the drive started. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 1. Stroud to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. There he goes left side. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Watch out now, 52.
Following the interception, Young. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Young working out of the gun. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
On the ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Panther touchdown. Boy, this defense is circling early. A pick-6 there, and they are off to the races here this first quarter.
And, partner, when you get off to a first-quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
And, oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. 3rd and 8.
Fix the eagle. Fix the eagle.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 4th down. Stroud going to try to throw for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. That's caught again by Schultz. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And there he's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz from 10 yards out. And the Texans get a bit closer. And they'll try and run it in with Singletary. And he'll wind up short of the goal line. So they will not be able to get this back within a score as this remains a 10-point differential. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
11 yards and a Panther first down.
First down, Carolina.
Fight, 97.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. Yeah, this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play. Loose inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Panthers.
Young quickly to the flat. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now it's caught. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
1st and goal, Carolina.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And this time he is in. Chuba Hubbard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to widen their advantage. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Eddie Piñeiro to kick off for the Panthers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down.
A gain of 6 yards.
Stroud now on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now Stroud. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Play action. Here's Stroud. He'll buy some time right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Stroud and company going for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
At the 34-yard line.
Throwing again is Stroud. Flush to his right. Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Stroud on 3rd down now. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 33. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Young on 1st down. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it here as they start at their own 24-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Buying time to his left. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Stroud. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Singletary, they'll run for it. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And Sanders with a carry on 1st down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Young. That is caught by Thielen. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Set.
Throwing, Young. This is caught. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
A gain of 3 brings up
Fight,
2nd
97.
and goal.
Ready?
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Adam Thielen there to make the grab. And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
Shut up.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go now.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Stroud to throw it. Steps away. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. And they're going to speed things up here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stroud sets up the play action. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan from 17 yards out. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. They'll roll him out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing now is Stroud, rolling to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So they're back at the 7 now for third and goal. And Stroud now to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now. Clock, 10. Ready?
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Here we go.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, here's Stroud. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Sanders. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Okay, ready?
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
22 needle. Set, go.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3? I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for the Panthers.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And running with power here. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
On the set.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
70.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Stroud off the play fake, escaping the pressure right. And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back.
Here we go.
And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Striker, 3-3. Hut, hut.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Well, that was a third and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
Going for it with Sanders. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. Well, the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And this is going to be intercepted. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Panthers 33, Texans 21.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Panthers Texans are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Let's go now. Ready?
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what